Hi everyone, in this video I wanna share my reason why I should go with any of these platforms and eventually what will make me choose one over the other. And of course I'm talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. In these videos you can see some videos of the Xbox Series X alongside photos of the PlayStation 5. Let me put it straight on the table. The main reason I will choose one console over the other will be related to the exclusive games that will be available for each platform. Now, although I own the PlayStation 4, I have mostly I think just digital content, maybe just one game. I think Overwatch I have as a physical copy, but all the other ones I have as digital. So if I had to choose, for example, between the PlayStation 5, the digital, and physical, I'll probably go with the digital. As from what I've read, it supports backward compatibility with the PS4, so we won't have any problem with this. But I do understand people that have a large library of PlayStation 4 physical games that won't be able to play them, and they probably will lean towards the PlayStation 5 with the disc tray. But generally speaking, it will become to the games that are available to each platform. And not just games that will be available at launch. I don't want to buy console and wait like a year for a game like I'm the crazy game that's gonna come out later on. I want to play it, of course, and enjoy it from the moment I get the console. Now, in that aspect, I do trust Sony to deliver on this promise to have great games to play on day one when the console is released. I still don't think that Sony, neither Microsoft, revealed everything. So we might have kind of a few surprises. So maybe it's too early to even judge which one console, Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5, will have better lineup of games when the console is actually released. But just think about it. At the end of the day, we're going to play games. And even though there are going to be hundreds of games available eventually for each platform, the question is, which game you enjoy playing. For example, if you ask me which games I enjoy playing, I enjoy action RPGs, first-person shooter, for example. Now, I'm not big fans of, for example, racing games, although there's some ones that I enjoy playing on the Nintendo Switch. For example, other games like FIFA, for example, I don't play, like basketball, soccer, etc. Now, of course, there are always the big franchise like Halo, for example, and if you say, for example, The Last of Us, but The Last of Us, of course, is released for the PlayStation 4, although you might see a version on the PlayStation 5 later on. We already have this on the PlayStation 4. But again, talking about exclusive for each platform. So just as an example, for the PlayStation 4, we have Bloodborne, which is an amazing game that I look forward to, and this is an exclusive, PlayStation exclusive. Ratchet and Clank, which all you see will be available, and this is I played this on the PlayStation 3 and I love this game, just love this game, so really looking forward to play it. So there's also Uncharted, with Uncharted series. It's available also exclusive for the PlayStation. Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, that many people I think like. Of course, each platform has their own exclusive, and these exclusive games will be a great factor in people's buying decision when decide which platform to buy. I mean, just think about it. If you opted for the Xbox Series X and it doesn't have the great games that you enjoy playing, would you buy it only for how it looks? Of course not. And if you buy it only for its cooling system, great cooling system, and maybe if it had better cooling system, yeah, we don't know just yet. But let's say the Xbox Series will it be quieter. Will you buy it for this one? Probably not, right? You're gonna buy it for the games. Now, I'm sure both Sony and Microsoft put a great deal of effort in this in order to make sure they have a great deal of exclusive games to offer for the platform when it's released. Now, aside from exclusive, the other thing that I'm looking for is what the subscription service will offer. We got some nice games at for example, on my PlayStation 4 with the PlayStation Plus. But right now I'm actually enjoying the Xbox Game Pass on my PC, and I really like it. There are many free games I can play whatever. If I choose to play all those games without it, I would pay quite a lot of money for it. And I'm sure that later on, this will be integrated into cloud services and you have better benefit from this. But even now, we get great benefit. And I think the Xbox Game Pass is really a good choice. And I actually enjoyed it more than actually enjoyed um, the PlayStation Plus subscription on my PlayStation 4. For example, just lately, I just play Minecraft Dungeons, and I just took the $1 trial. So instead of buying the game, I just played it and enjoyed it really fully, and I'm still playing it for just $1. And still the other games like let me just check. I forgot the full name of the game. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ori and Will of the Wisps, an amazing game, which is also was available for free, and I was able to play this one. Again, there are many other games which I can play for just this $1 that I pay. It's going to be more the second month, but again, what's more? I think just $4 something. So again, very good value when it comes to games. Now, this is something that I want to see available continue on the Xbox Series X as well, and I want to see also Sony kind of bumping their offerings and offering more cool games for their services on their PlayStation 5. Now, another thing is related to controls, but this is not a major decision. I think both controls will be comfortable to use, but I have to agree those who are saying that the Xbox controller is more comfortable, and that I agree. But another thing to note here, this is related to both ergonomics and your particular hand. Of course, I have big hands, and I found out that for a long period of time I enjoy playing, and it's more comfortable for me to play with the Xbox controller than the PlayStation 4. DualShock 4 controllers on the PlayStation 4. So again, this is a personal preference, which of course, but it won't make me choose one system over the other, basically. Now, in terms of performance, we know that the PS5 is capable of 10.28 teraflops, sorry, and the Xbox Series X is capable, GPU capable of 12 teraflops. Now, in terms of performance, just saying that the Xbox Series X is more powerful, maybe yes, but okay, yes. But the thing is whether it will translate to an actual difference in visual fidelity in games. On this visual fidelity, whether you can create more immersive world with that difference, the thing is that I'm very skeptic here. I think that at the end of the day, this won't be a significant difference. Maybe we're gonna see slight difference later on. Usually we see the better games that take more advantage of their powerful hardware, maybe 2 years after the platform is actually released. I'm not saying there won't be great looking games at the start. I'm just saying based on what I've seen on the PlayStation 4, we might need to wait a bit for the better looking game. But again, maybe. But this maybe might be a really big factor for some people who are looking for the most powerful system. Because again, if you're not playing on a powerful PC, for example, and you're just investing in a console to play games, you probably want a very powerful one. And some might go with a more powerful. Those are actually based on the dry specs. But for me, I don't think it's an issue at all. Actually, the games that I'm looking forward to play the most, what I've seen is actually, I don't think they require even a lot of processing power or take advantage of this powerful hardware. They actually look a bit cartoonish to a. But if you're looking forward to games that take advantage of ray tracing, well, this is yet to be seen. For example, when I heard something about Ratchet and Clank in the event, they mentioned that Ratchet will have a ray tracing. I told myself, what, just the character, not the entire level? Well, there's still missing information here that is still not complete. I need to read more about it. But the thing is, whether this extra power will be beneficial for more ray tracing capabilities on this game, this is something I'm looking forward to. Maybe we're going to see better performance of ray tracing on the Xbox Series X, but this is yet to be seen. And of course, we're not talking about exclusive here. We're talking about games that will be available for both platforms, and whether the one will look better than the other. But even with exclusive, whether they can come up with because exclusive games are developed for only for the platform, so usually they take the most out of it, right? So, for example, You can see that The Last of Us is fully optimized for the PlayStation 4 and it looks just gorgeous. So I definitely expect some exclusive for the Xbox Series X to take advantage of the entire, computing power. But whether in general we're going to see kind of big difference, again, this is yet to be seen. But it might be a big factor for some buyers. Now I do hope that any of the proprietary studios of Microsoft and Sony will be able to innovate, not innovate when it comes to hardware, but when it comes to making really great games that take advantage of the hardware. This is yet to be seen, and I think the company will be able to capitalize on that. Will mean my heart. So I'm waiting again for the unique experiences for each platform and see which exclusive games we're gonna get to see on each one. Now another thing is related to virtual reality. So what I read, there's no planned support for virtual reality on the Xbox Series X. And if you know about something else, please let me know. But this is where actually Sony can have a big advantage, which is next headset. And of course, with this powerful hardware, we're going to see much better games, virtual reality games. And just keep in mind, it can be really good ones. And, so if you, for example, just want to jump up and play a really cool virtual game, kind of immerse yourself in another world, this is a possibility that you're going to have on the PlayStation 5. Even this next-gen camera that comes with the PlayStation 4, the HD stereo camera might provide even upgraded tracking for the PlayStation VR headset. Again, something I'm waiting to hear more about it. But definitely this is something to look for the PSVR 2. And if you like VR, so this is something to consider as well. And if you like VR, you're probably going to say to yourself, well, this is not really such a, you don't need to think about too much, right? Because if you like VR, you're going to go with the PlayStation 5. So this, of course, opened more possibilities for the platform, for the PlayStation 5 platform, offering more unique experiences in that aspect. And as VR grow and more developers are putting their efforts and money into making new VR games, we might see really interesting games out there for virtual reality. That might of them you might say, oh, I really want to play this, but you won't be able to play it on the Xbox Series X, whether you'll be able to play this on the PlayStation 5. So again, I would take that into consideration. If you already own a powerful PC that can run VR with a headset, and maybe you already own a headset, maybe it won't be kind of something that bother you or will think about it. But just think that Sony can come up with really cool virtual reality exclusive games for its PSVR headset. Something to think about. Put it in your head and research it a bit more. This might be a kind of something that might lead you towards the PS5 than the Xbox. Now, in terms of backwards compatibility, from what I've read, the PlayStation 5 will be compatible with the PS4 games. So I don't know if all of them, by the way, it's kind of sketchy information, not too clear. But what we know, there will be support for PlayStation 4. So there is going to be backwards compatibility, and same goes to the Xbox One Series X. Now, Xbox was known for better backwards compatibility, but when it comes to PS4 game support, I think there won't be an issue here. And if you already own many PlayStation 4 games, if you want to continue playing them, this is of course something to consider as well. If you're already coming for a PlayStation console and not from Xbox, and you already own a big library, especially if you have physical games, this probably will lock your decision if you really kind of want to play those games. Now, of course, keep in mind there will be people who will just buy both, right? I need to decide, but of course there will be people who can buy both systems and won't need to put themselves into this tiring research and decide which one to go for. This way they can enjoy the games of both worlds and play both the Xbox exclusive, PlayStation VR and all, just enjoy everything all together. But if you're one of those who need to choose just one, well, you need to make your decision. I'm very interested to know your decision. What will make you choose one over the other? And probably there are many other things that I haven't talked about here that is part of your buying decision, and I really want to hear your opinion about it. So again, thanks for watching, everyone. Waiting for your comments. Let's discuss it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Cheers.